recording on the video. I think. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Right,
K&D Society. We got to start it on Spotify. So just hold on a second and then we'll get serious about
Everybody looks at me and says, boom, boom.
K&D
Society. K&D Society. K&D Society.
It's K&D Society. You probably forgot about us, but it's K&D Society. Go back to the video.
Yeah, check us out. We over here doing K&D Society.
It's been 1 month since we did this pod.
That's not where I need to go.
It's been a month. It'll be a month in like 2 days. So, like how last episode we were like, about every week we're going to hit you.
We're going to do it every week. Don't
We're
worry.
going to do it once a month if we're lucky. But it's weird circumstances. We had the holidays, then Christmas break lasted 26,600 minutes. It lasted that long.
Well,
It's like still going on. We had e-learning today.
It was wild.
Cool
Yeah, it
for
was
the
really
kids.
wild. The first grade classes. Whew, man.
You
Shout
try to
out to
Zoom with a first grade class, that's the loudest thing you've ever heard in your life.
Shout out to those teachers.
Mrs. Roberson and Mrs. Middleton.
We do deal with a lot. Appreciate
Here
you
we
guys.
are. Notice in the background. Billy Bush, another beautiful day in the bush.
Yeah, so
Talk about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Sure.
talk about it because this is like one of my favorite shows, but it was the most frustrating show to watch when it was on TV because
We'll say what it is.
it's Alaskan bush people. I'm sure you knew that by the picture.
Everybody
Everyone
knows.
knows that.
I feel like at this point, like unless back then when it was on TV, you probably like were familiar, but it's been off TV for so long that like if you didn't watch it back then, it's like
Yeah, who are these people?
what?
Yeah. So anyway, so I saw it was coming on Netflix. I was really excited. I'm like, oh my god, I can
We
get
watched
back
it all.
into it.
We watched it all.
And then like the most frustrating part about that show is like past like season 4 or season 3, they started throwing in these like 5-second clips of something and then going to a commercial again. And like you would really only see like 15 minutes of them, and then the rest was all commercials. It was so
like
frustrating.
out of an hour, you'd only see 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then like
They'd come back and just show you everything you just watched.
watch.
Because like now, okay, so now we're watching it no commercials, and it'll like and go to the commercial,
Yeah.
and when it comes back, they'll play everything we just watched. It's
Right.
like,
It's frustrating, but now I'm like I was
but
pumped.
we love it. We love
So
it.
pumped. Netflix has got it. I just don't even look forward because I never do that with any show on Netflix because I know I'm just gonna run through it. They have the show, so I started on season 1, and season 2 ends, and then it doesn't have anything else. It only had 2 seasons,
And there's what, like 14 or something.
and then there's 14. I didn't know there was 14, so I'm on Max and I randomly search. They keep wanting me to watch like that Gold Digger show, like. I don't.
Who cares about that?
I tried. I don't like it. It's not entertaining to me. But like I went to that, and then because they always give you like you might also like, and then they give you a bunch of options. So I'm like, maybe I don't know. Maybe they have it on here. They did, and that's when I discovered that they had 14 seasons of Alaskan bush people, and we have been watching it ever since. What episode? What season are we on? Like
I got
6,
5, I think.
5,
It said.
5. Yeah.
And then now it's been snowing like crazy. I really do feel like we live in Alaska.
Right. We're in
It's
the
like,
bush.
in the bush.
It's a beautiful day in the bush.
Let's just say, side note, I want to say you got a really pretty background on your computer. Like I've been thinking about it, those trees. I'm like, that's very pretty.
What,
no one
this?
can see it. Yeah, your desktop background. No one can see it.
Oh, thank
The
you.
trees and stuff. Anyway, let's just go ahead and say our favorite line ever from that show.
It's a beautiful day in the bush.
No. So
Oh.
they're on this boat, the Integrity, trying to find something.
Yes. Okay.
And he's like, he's telling his wife, Billy Brown,
Billy.
is telling his wife, Amy, who's can get on your nerves real quick, to look for the trough. Whatever the trough is. I don't even know what a trough is, but he's like, go out there on the boat and like look for the trough. And she's like,
he's like, where's this?
she's like,
In a
where's the
panic. In a panic.
She's like, where's the trough? And
Where's the straw?
and he goes,
Right, you can do it.
just use your eyes, okay? Just look. That's what he says to
You
her.
said like 4 different ways.
Like
4
annoyed.
different ways.
He
of
was
just,
mad
like,
at
look.
her, but like, how did that help her? Just use your eyes.
Just use your eyes, okay? Just look, okay? Just come on. All right, just look, please. and he's like leaning on
Like the wheel or
the
whatever.
wheel as he's saying that. Like,
And he said, just use your eyes.
just use
okay?
your eyes, okay? Just look, okay? We need it. It's on us.
But
It's
every
on you.
single episode, there's a line where, like, there's multiple lines and they make
Oh, and
everything so
her response.
Oh yeah, her response. Oh, she's so pissed. Like,
Yeah,
you
so
motherfucker.
You don't
She-
talk to me like
Which
that.
I get it. I told Doug, I'm like, I would literally kill you if you said that to me like
If I
that.
was leaning on the wheel.
Hey, if I was like, Doug, like, we're in a panic, we gotta leave. Where are my keys? And he's like, hey, just use your eyes, okay? I'd be like, why don't you just go to sleep? That's my favorite Eddie Murphy line from Delirious.
Hey, we are not sponsored by this wonderful place, but we're fueled
I
by
went
it.
to, I'm like, roads are bad, we got snow. I went to Hit and Run today.
Everybody start
But I
clapping
needed
your
gas.
hands.
You can't be in this weather and have like 50 miles till empty in your tank. It's dangerous because, you know.
It's very dangerous. So I had my first experience of not making it to work because of the weather.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about it.
That was Monday. I've said this story like so many times, like recently. So like whenever we do a pod, it's just like, God, I gotta say that story again because I say the same words over and over again. And like I really, really like saying this word, but like I'm at the point now, it's like I've said it too much.
What is
And
it?
the word is gully. So I tell people that we live in kind of a gully. Where we live. That's how I've explained.
I've
people.
never heard you say gully,
Well,
so
I've said it a lot recently.
I get that because I do that too, like to other people.
So where we live, it's like the part of the neighborhood. It's like there's drains on both sides, like two
gully is
houses
such
down,
a-
the main drain. So it's all designed for it all to drain to come down right next to near our house. So both roads are kind of like this. So that's how I explained it. Same
gully.
voice. And I was
Gullah
like,
Gullah
we're,
Island.
We're right there in the gully.
Come and let's play together
In
in
the
the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah.
Ha ha.
Binga binga.
Binga binga. That's what
Lots
it was.
to see
See
and
and
to
to
do
play with,
here.
la,
We
boom,
need
bop,
now is you there.
ba-dee-da,
Let's
it's
all
a
go to
go-to
Gullah
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 Island. You didn't even know this. I didn't know. I
I
didn't
know,
know.
but I feel like I did a really good background.
I didn't know the second verse that I knew it until I just started singing it.
Yeah, but I felt like I really added background to it that really pushed it over the edge because it was kind of falling. It was
Whatever.
falling back. We were like in fourth place if that was a race.
It's weird because like I was too old for Gullah Gullah. I think my brother watched it or something.
Alex watched it. It was on TV.
Oh, maybe
I always
I
loved
did
that
then.
theme song, and I know it was
It was a
just,
bop.
it was a pretty good theme song.
There is always like every 5 to 10 there's like a really catchy either Disney or I guess that was like Nickelodeon song that you just never let it go. Like Arthur, that's PBS, but I could still sing Arthur's
How'd that
theme
one
song.
go?
Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet
Oh yeah.
has
yeah.
an original point of view.
Mm.
You got to listen to the beat. So reggae. Listen to the rhythm of the street.
Hey.
Open up your eyes.
My
open
name
up
is Arthur.
It goes on so long.
Then he
I
says,
loved
He goes,
Arthur.
my name is Arthur. I remember that. Yeah, that's how it ended.
And then DW's like, DW.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
loved Arthur.
Arthur was cool. It was weird towards
What
the
I was
end
gonna
when
say
it
is there
got,
was
like,
another
really
one,
turned like PG-13.
Stop. You're going to make it like weird and inappropriate by a joke. It's like, no.
It was weird.
There's another one, and I think it was when I
grew up.
babysat. Stop. When I babysat the kids or something out of the box. It's like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
That one's
remember
so
that.
catchy too. It's like, so long, farewell.
What? Well, who? Hey, do you remember that sign language lady that Dempsey used to watch?
It's signing time with Alex and Leah.
Alex and
Ooh,
Leah.
yeah. And you'd go, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, he loved that show. It was on
I did
Netflix.
too. Yeah. It's on
Rachel,
Netflix now?
no,
Or
it was
at
when
the
he
time?
was a kid.
Okay.
That lady that made it was like her daughter was deaf, so she made a whole show about it. There's singing time and laughing time and it's signing time. And like Alex was so into it, but Leah was like, "Ugh, this is so annoying. And she was the deaf one. It was funny because she didn't give a shit, but she was
Alex
doing
and
it.
Leah did, but Leah didn't, but she did.
Dempsey
remember?
used to like that one, and
Oh,
there was
look, I got them on both. Daisies. I don't have to flip stuff over.
Daisies. That's your I said the other day, Doug does this thing where like he'll be downstairs chilling on a dirt road, come up, and I'm cooking something, and he'll come upstairs and be like, what do you, he'll be like,
something smell good in here.
yeah, and then he'll go,
Daisy.
yeah, like,
Something smell good in here. Daisy.
well, he said that the other day. He was like, something smells good in here, and I was like, Daisy, because like typically that's what comes next.
It was coming. I usually do that when I make the turn into the kitchen.
Yeah, there's like a whole.
Yeah, you gotta. It's the timing.
You know how I don't know if you know they say this, but they say like sometimes ghosts are just like residual energy because something happened in a house so many times.
Right.
Like I feel like there'll be a future haunting of our house of like I heard footsteps and like Daisy, and it's like you're not haunting it. It's just the energy of you've done it 9 million times in our lives.
Right. Yeah, I'm cool
Something
with that.
to think about.
I'm cool with that.
Daisy. You get a double Daisy.
Leave my mark to the point where it's just like, dude, we just had to like knock that house down. Like,
probably tore down before
that's the Daisy house.
The Daisy house.
They rent it out to like paranormal investigators and stuff.
It's like on a reality show and like.
And it's just like it's like
something else I wanted to say.
There's a ghost that says Daisy here. Oh my God! Set the cameras up, and they're in a van outside. They're like studying it like.
I gotta say something.
Check out that camera over there. They're in the basement.
Oh yeah, and the guy's got like the infrared whatever. And he's like, we're getting a lot of readings over here, and it's
is it Daisy here? They think my name's Daisy. They think the ghost is named Daisy.
I want to touch back on Sopranos again.
More of that.
We're done. I mean, we've been talking about daisies forever.
Hey, somebody. I want to say this real quick before you get on a Sopranos kick. Somebody.
So you go for a long time.
Somebody said that I looked like Seth Rogen today. And I've heard that multiple times. And then I told Katie that, and she's like, I've never seen that or heard anyone refer
I really
to
never
you.
have,
But that's strictly on YouTube, like a comment or
like
something.
looking at you on camera right now, like I guess I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
I think remember Kathy's stepson Dakota?
Yeah.
So like we're at like Christmas or so, whatever one time, and it was when Game of Thrones was still on, and he was like
Jon Snow.
He was like, God, you look like Jon Snow, and I was like,
it's like, yeah, dude.
Because like at that moment in time,
Shout out
Kit
Dakota.
Harington was like in my dreams and stuff. So then when this boy is like, you look just like him.
Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
So
Still
that's
do
right.
to
You're
this
still,
day.
and Kit Harington is like 5 foot tall. So it's like in
Yeah.
real life, I don't even want to meet him. I got my own.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
should
don't
just
like
get the Seth Rogen glasses and just walk around and see if people will like take pictures for like $20.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that. But it'd be cool though. It would not.
I just feel like
It'd be fun.
I don't know. I just never saw it, but I guess I could see it now, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Trying to hide my dirty sleeve because I dusted this chair
Hijacked
off
your
when I was
Sopranos
supposed to.
talk. But anyways,
Okay,
Sopranos.
so a month ago, I was like, I just finished The Sopranos, and I was still very emotional. I feel like I've gone to mental therapy in my head about it since then.
Mental therapy.
Like, I've thought about it a lot, and I'm not so upset. Like, I'm not near tears about Christopher or, like, Tony being a fucking asshole or whatever. I'm looking in the finale. I'm looking at it all again. Like, just in my head and stuff.
So you're gearing up for
A
round two.
rewatch for sure, but like the ending everybody like hated or had feelings about or whatever. Like now I just look at The Sopranos as like a piece of art. Like I've never viewed television as art before. This is the first show that I'm like, oh, this is art, because like everyone can have it a different opinion. Like I could stand and look at this, like I could watch this one time and look at it one way, and then I could come see it again at a different point in my life and view it completely different. And like I guess that's true with music. I've noticed that too lately. Like I'll listen to old shit that I used to love and like know the lyrics forever, but then when I'm singing the lyrics, I'm like, wow, like I didn't realize what I was like singing back then. It like means something differently to me now.
Definitely. Especially some of those 90s songs.
Yeah, like you just don't even realize what you're saying, and then like when you listen to it back, you're like, oh, or if like you're just or like like now that you're a parent and you hear a song about kids that like it might hit you different than before you had kids. There's just like whatever.
Shout out Next. They had some pretty
Sing one.
They sing that Too Close song.
I was just gonna say, baby, when you're grinding. As soon as you said that, that's what I was gonna start singing. But I thought, surely no. I try, but I can't hide. Can I tell you something funny? I'm not gonna say her last name, but I have a neighbor when I was a kid, Tiffany.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. She came over one time and played this song for me and was like, listen to these words. And like, was like, you know what they're talking about?
It was the one that it didn't have like edited. It wasn't edited.
Like, baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited, blah, blah, blah.
Hard, yeah.
And like, I didn't know what that meant. And so then when she was telling me, I was like, oh, and like, I'm not sure if I even really understood what she was saying, but I was like, oh yeah, you know?
That's so cool.
But like, I just remembered that of her being like, you gotta listen to this song. And I like heard it before, but then she's like, listen, like with the lyrics.
You heard it on the
and stuff.
radio.
This is the real version. Shout out to Tiff.
Yeah,
You
shout
know
out
who
to
you are.
Next.
She ain't
Shows, new shows that I'm watching. I watched Lioness.
I've never heard
I
of that.
started that. It is the one Taylor, same dude that does all
Sheridan.
Yeah, he wrote this one. He's in the second season. It's first season was good.
How
It
many
kept me
shows does that man have out?
a lot. You know, he didn't. There's a lot of shows he doesn't do anymore.
Landmine is still out after new episodes.
Landman's
Whatever.
going right now.
And
Lioness is season 2 finale's coming up. And same with Landman. So that's 2 going at the same time.
Powerhouse.
Know of. And then he does EP, a lot of executive producer stuff.
I mean, good for him. I shouldn't hate on him.
Yeah.
Just he's like, you hear a lot about him. Like,
You do.
okay.
And then like
get
that's
it.
the main thing. Like people were like, well, he's got like 40. It's like, well, some of those shows that you love, like he's not doing anymore. Like they're done. Like that's,
Yellowstone, bye.
Like
it's
Yellowstone's
over.
done. Like
1886 is
done. Yeah, 18.
23 still going.
They're gonna do another season of that, but the 1880 whatever is
86.
done. So it's just like don't enjoy that. If you liked it, enjoy it. They moved on to the other one because that's kind of how you gotta do those.
I almost feel like you're talking to me directly a little bit because I was like bitching.
No, there's a lot. That's this. No, you have the same kind of narrative, I guess, that I hear a lot with him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even know why I'm defending him. Like, I do enjoy his stuff. The Lioness 2 season 2 was intense.
What about Penguin? Did that end?
Yes, and that was great.
I think he won a Golden Globe or something.
He
for it.
deserves it. He was really good in it.
I just saw like I didn't watch the Golden Globes, but I saw his speech. He was like talking about that show, and he was like, whatever her name was, this one lady's name. He's like, so and so in catering. He was like, you always so like, and he went on and on about it. I was like, that made that lady's freaking life. That's who you thanked when you won that award. Like,
Shout out to the lady at Burger King drive-through.
Anna.
Yeah.
I
She's
think
the
I've
best.
spoken about her before. I don't know
She's
if I
got
did.
great
on here.
energy. I
Welcome
finally
to
got
BK, where you
experience
can have it your way.
Ooh, she's the best.
And she, like, and you, even if you tell her, like I've told her before, he said he told her, like, I love your
Yeah.
energy. Like, thank you, honey. Like, she's the best.
Yeah, she made my day. Got the day started right. I was gonna go to Taco Bell, but it was a huge line, and then I saw like there's nobody at Burger King. I'm like, you know what? And I wasn't going because of that, because I forgot you talked about her. But
She's
the
the
second you
best.
heard her voice, I'm like, ooh,
It's
that's a special
Ann.
person.
That's
on the other
Ann.
side.
We got
Yeah.
Ann on the line.
Oh, I can't wait to pull up.
Yeah, she's a treasure, I have to say.
Shows. So, anyways, Landman, still watching that. That's great. Lioness, finishing up that. That's a great show. I really need another show to watch. I might fall back and find a show that I watched before. Game of Thrones is always out there. Breaking Bad's always out there if I want to do that again. But that's a really intense show.
That show's so intense.
God.
I don't even know if I watched the finale, but they were like we were watching it together, and there were times where I was just like,
It's so
it
much.
was so
The things
much
at the
for
end with Jesse was rough, where he was like a prisoner. That was rough. Shogun, I hear that's really good. I
I
might
want
give
to
that a
rewatch
shot.
Westworld. Remember that show?
Yeah, I do. It was very complicated.
It's complicated, but the more I think about it, I
season.
feel like it's like a of like That's Us or something.
Yeah.
So, and I only watched the first. I watched the first 2 seasons and was obsessed with it. I thought it was so good. And then the 3rd season, it got like real trippy and it was like losing me. And I never watched the 4th. But then I got on the Reddit page and was reading about it, and a lot of people were not like the 4th was even more far out, and then it got, I don't know if it got canceled, but they're still trying to get a 5th season to like finish it.
Well,
But what I read
we got
on that,
Apple for another month because I forgot to say, no, I don't need this.
What's even on Apple?
Well, that Severance is getting ready to start the second season. I keep hearing like really great things about that, but I could never watch the first season, so that's kind of cool that the second one's starting now.
Yeah.
I finished Shrinking. That is just a really good show because of really great writing, great dialogue.
That's
that show.
Jason Sudeikis and
Harrison Ford. Just the characters are really great, but like the writing is genius. The dialogue is so quick, witty, and fat. Like it's a cool relationship between all of them. So like it's a show that I can add to the list of like I'm excited for whenever they make a new season of that. What's his name? What's Vince Vaughn? He's got a show on there, and I
love Vince Vaughn. I used to.
But I haven't. I started watching the show, but I wasn't paying attention to the first episode, so maybe I'll give that a chance.
I feel like Vince Vaughn
He's got
and
a
Wedding
show
Crashers was like peak, and I always was like, I love Vince Vaughn, but it never was as good to me as in Wedding Crashers.
He kind of just from the little bit of what I watched it, he kind of had that kind of feel to him from what I remember, but I just got carried away.
Whenever me and Mary used to go out when we were like 21, we would like get to the bar and it'd be like dead. And so when we would first start drinking, like, you know, we'd like other people would be like having conversations like about their husbands and stuff. And so we would always have like these fake combos of like, and my husband would always be Vince Vaughn, and hers. Are you ready for hers? Chris Daughtry. Daughtry was Meredith. And I'd be like, yeah, Vince has been on my ass. Like, I can't go out tonight, but here I am. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
Like, we would go on, and then, like, you could tell people were listening. Like, until we would get a good buzz by doing that just back and forth. And it was so fun. But I always laugh when I think about it because I'm like, yeah, mine was Vince Vaughn, because there was a point where I'm like, that is a man to me. Like, he's so funny, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then I got Seth Rogen over here. But Chris Daughtry. I mean, that one CD was really a bop, but like, who is picking him as their dream guy?
He's still around, out there.
He's out there doing his thing.
Making music for moms.
Okay, so you talked about your show. I just want to hit up mine really quickly. I was like counting. He was talking, and I was like, okay, my time is coming. My time is coming.
Is this a Real Housewives update?
Yep. The only one Beverly Hills is Fine. Dory is on it this season, and I'm here to see it. One of the girls that's on there, her house burned down.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. We should talk about the fires too.
We will in a minute.
Smart City.
Salt Lake City Housewives, the greatest housewife franchise there is, and it used to be Roni. New York, Real Housewives of New York, Roni. That was the best. Even though some people would say New Jersey, it was always Roni. They got rid of those girls, blah, blah, blah. Salt Lake, I laugh out loud at that show at least 5 times every time. Like, somebody will say something so ridiculous, I can't handle it. I can't. What's that thumbs up on the picture for? Did you see that?
No.
A thumbs up came on the screen over your face. It's fine. It's the best show, and I love it so much. And next week is the season finale already.
Come on!
And I'll have 3 reunions, or 4 if it's really juicy. So that's 5 more weeks, 4 to 5 more weeks of television.
There'll be a new city right after when that ends.
Yeah, but I don't care about them like these.
You
like,
will.
God, Salt Lake. God, it's so
There'll be a trailer that you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to watch Real Housewives of Detroit. It looks kind of good.
Detroit. That would be... I don't think there's anything popping.
Carson City looks like a good one.
Oh, Potomac.
Yeah, Potomac.
I am watching that one too. And Karen, like, the girl that got arrested and got a DUI, they just released her, like, the whole season. She was like, I can't talk about it because it's a legal matter, and when I can, I will speak on it, and in the meantime, I will say my truth then. So she goes to court, loses in court or whatever, and then since she went to court, they release all, like, the body cam videos, and she's wasted in all of them, and it's like, I was like, oh my God, watching them. She didn't want to go to the reunion because she didn't want them talking about that.
Yeah.
So, like, a year after her DUI, she's like, she had her people say I checked into rehab, like, yesterday, so I can't be at the reunion.
Oh,
like,
no.
Girl. And then speaking of fire, speaking of Roni.
Man.
There's this lady, Ramona, that was on Roni, who was, like, so out of touch with reality that it's just so funny. I sent this to Ralph earlier. She tweeted, or, like, Instagram today, a picture of her, like, her face, And then the second picture was a picture of the beach and was like, such a beautiful way to wake up. People in California are going to wake up and have no idea what the day is going to face them or something. Like, it was worse than that. Like, it was so, like, why would you say that? Like, here's where I woke up.
Right.
People in California don't get that.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, just she's stupid, and it made me laugh. But, like, why would you say that, Ramona?
Ramona.
Anyway, the fires.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Wildfires. Yeah, they completely destroyed that one city, Pacific
Like Palisades.
Completely destroyed, which is
Well, the amount of celebrities that are like, my house is completely gone, and it's like those people probably have other properties, but then there's other people that are like, well, what's crazy is the people that are online with videos like, yeah, they canceled our fire insurance 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. It's like terrible. This one lady, my mom or somebody was saying that like Hollywood Hills and Malibu, like those are rich places, but that Palisades or whatever, like a lot of those residential areas, somebody was saying, I don't know where she heard this, but it's like more middle class, or like people that their parents owned those houses and then they handed them down to their kids or whatever.
Especially those businesses.
Not like these rich people or whatever.
Right.
And then like this one lady, she was like, they canceled my parents' fire insurance, and her parents are like 90.
Yeah,
they lived there for 75 years, so she was trying to fight the fires off her house because like if they lost it, that was it. It's just wild. And then it's like, I was saying this in my group chat the other day, it's like you talk about all this stuff with the fires and it's like so bad, blah blah, and then it's like, imagine you're in North Carolina sleeping in a tent in the snow because they kicked those people out of like the hotels or something. Yeah. That's wild.
Soon.
When you say that, all I can think of that Alexa background, it was a picture of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Coming out of the ocean shirtless, and it just said soon.
You
made that.
I swear I don't think I put the soon in there.
Who did?
I hope I didn't. I hope I just stumbled across that. Somebody else did that.
But like, it'd be like, you know, the like Alexa thing with the pictures on it or whatever. It's sitting there and like it goes into screensaver mode or whatever. I'd like look over and it's just a picture of Dog the Bounty Hunter like walking out of the ocean in his swimming trunks, and it just says soon.
It doesn't say anything else.
That's what it's like to live with Doug, right there. That's a perfect example of what it's like.
Soon. What's
like,
gonna
what
happen?
Does that mean? I don't know. That or the loudest fart you've ever heard, and he's like, Rosie, come on.
Yeah, she farts a lot.
Or did blame the cat.
She does too. There's a lot of farters in our house, but the ones that I do, literally 89%.
Anywho, we don't want to hear your bullshit because you say the same thing every time and it's a lie.
But 96%.
Hey, before Alaskan Bush, we were on that Saved by the Bell spiel.
Always.
Again.
We always dip back into it.
And we had a lot to say about Tori.
Yeah, but I don't really feel like we should.
No, actually, no. All I want to say is the type of gal Tori was, like, just like the girl.
Yeah.
Zach would want to, like, go on a single date with her to, like, prove, like, yep.
Zach was just a conqueror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Zach wasn't chasing Tori,
women.
like.
It was just numbers to him.
And then let's talk
That's
about
all it
this.
was. When he was at Bayside, it was about numbers. That's why he was with Jesse, Lisa. There's a new girl in school. She's got a leather jacket. Cool. She works on cars. She probably smells really bad. I don't care. I have to conquer that because I'm Zach and this is Bayside. So that's what's going to happen. That happened, and then they moved on from it. They weren't dating anymore
what's
after
so
it.
weird, like I was
he
saying,
conquered and moved on.
Before the Tory seasons, it'd be
wheelchair girl, like
homeless girl, Slater's
ex-girlfriend, his
girl.
Sister.
Slater's sister, the wrestling team girl.
The out at the Sands.
Stacey
Carosi.
The mom in Hawaii.
He conquers. That's what he does. He just conquers. That's it. That's all it is. And then he moves on.
But what I can't take is, so first of all, they wrap.
Kelly let it happen.
They wrap it up, and they graduate with Kelly is dating Zach. I guess because the Jeff thing, it's like she has to stand by and watch. Because like when Lisa and him get together,
that's
she's
her
like,
punishment.
She's like, Lisa, yeah, you should get with Zach. Like, I thought this was the love of your life. Like, what are you talking about? But
that was her punishment.
But they graduate with Kelly and Jesse, and then I read somewhere that it's like they didn't know they were going to get another season, and Kelly and Jesse had already signed on for thumb. Look, Kelly and Jesse had already
Cool.
signed on for other projects. So they came back and did another season. That's why they had Tori. I'm like, as a kid, I guess we didn't say anything, but like, what? You guys already what are you doing? Like, you graduated, now you're back and having a whole nother, like, I don't,
Yeah.
it makes no sense. Like,
No, it doesn't, but it does if you think of it as the conquering of Zach.
well, and I guess, I said that the first, like, we were watching the wedding episode and they, like, play this montage of how Kelly was always the one for Zach. And I'm like, that's wild because Kelly had to, like, stand by while Zach tore through the school.
Right. He was
And
on
all
a
she
vengeance.
really had was
He was
Jeff.
a Viking landing on a new land where all the men on that land were off in another land fighting battles. So it was just the weakest men and women and children. And Vikings come marching onto the land and they just ravish. That was Zach's mentality.
When we started naming off the girls, I feel like there's at least 5 more too. It's like, man, you
Yeah,
really,
I'm forgetting some.
you really had some
Some
galleys.
the nurse.
Well, the nurse, she's married to a professional wrestler. I remember when I would see that, I'm like, who's she married to?
You know, but he's still the college girl at the attic.
Oh yeah, tried to get with Leslie
Yeah,
in college.
right. I'm sure he did though. Alex definitely got with Alex, but they just didn't They didn't show it.
I'm standing at the edge of tomorrow. Today. I didn't want to do the whole thing. Yeah. Anywho, nobody conquered him like Zach Morris.
Yeah. Anyways, he was a conqueror. That's what he did. That's it. Move on from it. You know, just get over it. And then when he was done, he said, "Kelly, let's go. Let's make a family."
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm 19 and I'm ready. Like, okay, wow, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good life. Yeah. Anyways, Saved by the Bell breakdown. I feel like we have one of those every single.
Well, that's why I
podcast,
wanted
you know?
to hit it just real quick of like, come around the gully.
Come around the gully where the drains are.
Gully.
So yeah, it's snowing again today. Still snowing. It is still snowing.
I will say, like, how you say gully in a store, like you said it a bunch of times. I always, like, will have a line that I say, and then I catch myself repeating it through the day.
That's what it was.
Like, one time, it was, like, raining so hard, and I had, like, 2 houses that day, and then I went to hit and run. So, like, the first house I walked in, I was like, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And, like, yeah. And then, like, I went into hit and run, and, like, I just caught myself saying it. I was like, man, I said that again. So then when I got to the next house, I was like, I might as well say it. Like,
Well, I work at a post office.
you do.
So I hear everybody's one-liner. You know.
Oh, they use it on, yeah.
I hear everyone's that break the ice. Just like I hear everybody's one-liner. So
Andy was telling me good ones the other day from working at Enterprise. Like, he said blessed, and I said BBB, blessed beyond belief. And then he said blessed up from the floor up. And then, God, what was the other one? I'm about to go get my phone.
So official.
Blessed?
Like a referee with a whistle.
No. Man. I'm going to go get my phone because it was so good.
It's just going to be me down here?
Yeah. It's right here. No,
So
I'm not
what's
leaving you to
up?
pee like
I'm
you
gonna
did
talk
to
to you
me.
about something that she didn't. Oh, she's back. What's up?
No,
Haha.
not like you when you were like, hey, you're talking about Britney Spears? Go ahead and just talk about that for a while.
Come on, I gotta pee.
Oh. Blessed and highly favored.
Mm.
I was like, blessed and highly favored. And then he was like, Andy, I am blessed and highly favored. Like, he used to always hear that at work. I'm like, that's so funny.
I like when older guys and older women, I guess, when they say, "How you doing, sir? Good," or they would say, "I woke up today."
Still on this side of the dirt. Or
Yeah,
something like
that,
yes.
and that kind of like, I'm like,
Yes.
yes, you're right.
No,
let's
I love
go."
that too.
Yeah. How can I help you today? Yeah, I love that.
I love old people.
Yeah, me too. I have a old
So
guy
much.
that comes in, drops packages off like every day. He's always got 2 or 3. He's an older guy. It's got that old school brute, not the one that I
Oh,
get, the
damn.
one that you have to spend a little extra money for, like that old fashioned, like the one that brute's like, this is our top shelf stuff because it's potent. But like, you like that in an old guy, like
Yeah.
something like only if the old guy looks like he's clean, like he's dirty, and he has that. It's different, you know. And he's always carrying in $2 or $3. Hey, Doug, how you doing, baby? Have a great day. You know, like so nice every single time. So like I look forward to seeing him every day. I don't know where that came from.
Well, whenever I clean for Bill, like he's like late 80s. He'll always be like, sorry, blah, blah, you know, like he'll say something and I go, oh, you're fine. Every time he goes, that's debatable. Every time.
Yeah, that's another one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Like they just have funny little lines like that and I love to steal them.
I like appreciate you, stuff like that. I usually say that.
Well, appreciate you is a Louis Dree.
Yeah, but I do hear it float around, which is cool. Bah.
His voicemails.
Yeah, I still got him.
You do?
Yeah.
So good. Hey, give me a call back. Bah.
Got $50 for you.
Give me
I'll
some
drive.
catfish.
I'll point. You get
And you went from Bunker Hill to Jerseyville Walmart?
Yeah. Back roads. And like towards the end of his life, the roads got great, but before they were not great.
Yeah.
Like you go through like, was that Fosterburg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Downtown Fosterburg.
Millie was playing gymnastics with her dolls and she was like, write down their names. So it was like Zadie, that's her, Zadie Lou Dreeth. And then she was like, whatever the next girl was, she was like, so-and-so Louis Dreeth. And I was like, Louis or Lou? She's like, no, that one's Louis. I'm like, okay.
Oh, Papa.
Shout out to Louis.
Shout out to them Dreeths.
What else can we discuss? I'm trying to think. I wanted to record so bad.
Well, now I figured out how we can record a video without having to go live, which is pretty cool. You know, look at us go over here. So now you can start doing this on your own.
Well, I would love to do this on my own. I could get on here and just ramble. I don't expect people to really comment and be like, this is what I want to hear. Because, like, I'm just going to whatever.
Right.
Talk about random things. But every now and then it's like, I could bust out some tarot cards and do my thing, whatever.
You
if you want to see that, let me know. You want to see that on a specific.
No, you just do
whatever.
Because like that's the beauty of it. You just do whatever you want to do. Like,
well, I just
and then go and do something, and then like
well,
after
if anyone
that,
has any specifics, like pull a tarot card on the fires. Are they
that yes.
whatever? And then I'd say this is the card. Well,
throw
wrestling.
And talk about that.
Killer whales.
Killer whales.
Well, I was saying yesterday.
Katie's
Killer Whale Corner.
I want to do like a K&D Society news. Like we cover something, like literally do the research and
like but pick a topic. So
yes.
We shouldn't say like news.
Well,
it'd be like
the one topic that I want to do, because I did it as when I was a kid.
Because I love a deep dive. I'm brilliant.
This is one I want to deep dive.
I'm good at that.
It was an Indian massacre, or Indians like massacred some settlers in like Wood River, and like that's what they're like. That's the graveyard in the back of that one that's all closed off next to that highway, like that church.
Oh yeah, did you used to go there or something? Or you?
I did there before because I did
a paper.
Yeah, I did a paper on it, so I was able to do it. But they also have like over by Gordon Moore Park, across the street from that, there's a thing before you pull into that soccer field. It's right there. Like that's a plaque about those people who got massacred.
Okay.
They were all scalped and stuff. All the women and children and people were all scalped by these Indians. That's why. That's closed off back there, but like I would love to, because you got to talk to the city of Wood River. Like if we did something dug deep into that, to where it's like, is there any way that we can get back there? Like ask them, we're doing something for our.
We're filming some content.
Yeah,
we're doing
for
a research
whatever.
project.
It's like we're wanting to bring attention to the area. It's a great story, and like so, like I would have to find out what it was actually called. Remember what it's called, but it was something massacre. So
okay.
Yeah. So
that's a real help. Well, you could say something.
Well, I'll be able to find it with.
Illinois.
Yeah, that's well.
This is off subject, but you know, my dad told me the other day. You know that brick apartment complex that's like literally in the parking lot of Brick House, like off to the side or whatever. But it's the parking lot like basically touches that apartment complex.
Yeah.
That used to be a funeral home.
Really?
For like my dad's like I've been
the Wood River Massacre. Sorry.
Something massacre. How about that?
Yeah,
that used to be that building or that apartment complex used to be a funeral home, like tons of funerals. I'm like, could you like people that live there do not know that? I don't think. Maybe they do.
They hit like captains like in the army, so it wasn't just random ass people.
I can't take I'm such a not conspiracy theorist, but I'm such a see both sides kind of gal that I'm like, well, the people that are like, this must have been their land originally, and they got it stolen, and they were like, we're gonna go in there and scalp every single person. Or
the
something.
Indian massacre occurred on the southwest corner of Section 5 in Wood River Township, Madison County, Illinois, on the 10th of July, 1814. The persons killed were Miss Rachel, her 2 children, Timothy. Don't need to hear the kids. Another person, their kids. Another person, their kids. Another person, their kids. Captain, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Rest in peace. She suddenly changed her mind, warned some. Okay, well, can you show me like a body count? Like what happened?
Jesus.
Like,
here's the thing: you should probably do some research, not right now while we're recording.
Scalped them, yeah. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I think would. We should definitely do some research on that. I think that's something we should read into because it already has the kind of stuff that you would be interested in, and it's local, and I don't think a lot of people know about it.
I never heard of it,
but like I didn't know about it too, and I did a research paper when I was a kid.
Well, I remember you telling me about that paper and that you were able to go to that place.
Yeah, I was able to go inside that graveyard, because it used to be open, but now it's closed off, and you have to ask the Wood River because apparently it's haunted, and it was weird. I remember as a kid, it just felt really weird back there. But that's bad energy maybe back there. So there's an aspect
or some heavy ass energy.
But yeah, so like I would love to do a little bit of research on that and then come back in the next podcast and talk about
that'd be really cool.
What we looked into.
I think that's really
and then
cool.
be on each other about like, hey, have you read anything new? Because we got YouTube. I'm gonna type in the Wood River Massacre.
Yeah.
And watch videos on.
Well,
that.
I'd rather get on Reddit.
And that will be my research
to lead me down various holes of the.
Like I get.
Cool. I'm gonna sit up straight.
Anyways, you know what the best thing you should do would be? I think you should
cash.
Listen. I think you should listen to
Stop!
the
No, stop.
I'm just gonna say this real quick.
We have to talk about.
What?
That's your ending. So stop, because people think it's over. Okay, this is the 14th episode of this podcast.
Is it?
Every single episode, Doug shouts out Aaron Kellum. Listen to Aaron Kellum.
Yeah.
Aaron Kellum music. Check out Aaron Kellum.
AK.
In the month that we have not recorded this, Mr. Aaron Kellum has been on Beast Games.
He was on Beast Games.
Number 995.
995, I believe.
And
yes.
I'm still watching. I think he did get eliminated.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was
episode.
on there.
Yes, that's so cool. Guy from our hometown.
What?
On Beast Games. Good things happen to good people.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to Aaron Kellum. Listen to his music. Aaron Kellum music. Also listen to the Uppers. Travis Shapers on the drums.
I just didn't want to get into that thing and not even talk about Beast Games.
The Uppers.
That's wild.
Listen to him from St. Louis.
Open doors for people. Use
Open doors
cash.
for people. It's the right thing to do. Cash only, baby. That's it. See, now, boom. Got it out of the way. Doesn't have to be the ending. You're
I saw
still
this
listening.
thing on Twitter that this lady was talking, like she was in a Congress setting talking. No, like she was in a Congress, blah, blah, saying how like taxes are a voluntary thing and we have to count on people paying them all the time, and that's why we have to go after people that don't, because we don't want people to realize it's voluntary and they won't pay. I might do a deep dive into that because I'm like,
I'm cool with that.
think about like what
think
the
about
message.
us. Think about us.
Because clearly I ain't spending our tax money on anything that we know about. So,
heard a Lil Wayne song that I haven't heard in a while that I really love that I'm gonna like listen to a lot.
What is it?
Over the next couple of weeks. Just because I forgot how good it was. I don't really need to look it up. Something made me do it or something.
I know that one.
I mean, come on, Daisy. I don't want to be
Daisy.
Twist Made Me. That's what it's called. It's on. I'm not
you just
play
the whole thing right now.
It's on. What album is that? Just come on, maybe I just don't want to
Turn it
play
up,
it.
Man, turn it up.
I'm not playing everything.
Only singer on this bar is me, man.
I just want to go to album. What album is it on? It's on Sorry for the Wait. It's from 2022. 2022 Daisy. I thought that was older. Okay. Shout out to Lil Wayne. He's the GOAT.
Cool.
Yeah. And then so I made a playlist on Spotify, which is really fun to do. And whenever you dig into like an artist and just try and find stuff that like the best parts of him. It's really, really fun to do. So I did that earlier today, and I'm going to do it later on. Put the headphones on. I can't hear any of the madness going on upstairs.
Yeah.
And listen to music. It's great.
Shout out to Gigi for having Millie over. Millie's like, can I go to Gigi's house? I was like, girl, after having the snow over there to take you to Gigi's.
Yeah. Shout out
This
Gigi.
is the first time she's been over there since.
Shout out to
last time
Gaga for giving me my chicken enchiladas
Oh, yeah,
for my
chicken
birthday.
enchiladas.
They were delicious. I love chicken enchiladas so
so
much. She makes a really good one.
So good.
She also got me an Amazon gift card, which I was able to purchase.
I think you're wearing that T-shirt too that she got.
Yeah, it's on under this, but like I don't want to have the own video of me trying
Say
to
what
take
it's
this
something
sweatshirt
about Uranus. That's all I know.
Let's see if I can pull it up without showing off my.
What's it say?
It says Parks and Rec of the city of Uranus.
Parks and Recreation, City of Uranus.
People love to play in Uranus. There's a place in Missouri called Uranus.
Really?
Yeah, did not know that. So pretty cool. But she got me an Amazon gift card. I was able to purchase one of them propane like stands that you put a pot on so you can do a shrimp broil. So like I've always wanted that, but like I didn't want to spend that money.
He got that card, and then like 10 minutes later, it's like, guess what I got?
Yeah, it was quick. It's been in the
we've never done a shrimp boil
cart
here,
for a long time. So I still need to get the pot and the thing you put on the inside to, pull up the shrimp. You put the shrimp inside, all the stuff inside that. Still got to get that, and then I'm gonna do a shrimp broil, which I can't wait. Get some shrimp, some
do a live
sausage, corn, some Old Bays, some potatoes, some onions. Throw some onions in there. You're just gonna get wild with it. He said it. I saw crab legs in one, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
I feel like crab legs are expensive compared to shrimp.
Well, yeah, the shrimp we're gonna get the like real one, like the big boy. It's the only way to do it. Those, if you get those little ones, they'll be like nothing.
I feel like we need to do like kind of a mini one since it's just gonna be meat. Like Dempsey will eat a little, but he's not gonna eat a lot.
Well, it'll be the first time, so we'll have your mom over. We'll have Gaga over if she wants to come by. So that's 2 other people eating. See,
yeah, okay.
Maybe plan it out. Maybe Uncle Jeff swing through. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe we'll host every family member.
Yeah, right. We'll see what weather-wise, if it's kind of chilly, it'd be great. I would love to have the table where you pour it out like you have, like
yeah.
Not just like here. It's like that kind of stuff when it's wet. You don't want to set it in a bowl. That's why they pour it out. Because
well, you just have to have the right stuff to put down, and then
table and just lay it all out. The parchment paper, I think.
Is that perfect. What it is?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Shout out to Ben Duggar. That's the place that I've seen that done at a couple times. A few times.
Like my dad or Amy did one before or something.
Yeah, it's delicious. I love it. Can't wait. Old Bays. K&D Society on YouTube is approaching. Last time I checked, we're approaching 2,000 right after we just got 1,000. So we started a month and a half ago.
From the
November
bottom,
22nd is when we started. So things are going really, really well. It's crazy how well it's going. So got to keep that going. Still doing 4 to 8 videos every single day.
Kids are back in school a little bit, so hopefully we can record more, but I'm not going to promise that.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn how to do this myself, and then all I got to do is think of a name to title it.
Yeah, or that will come to you. Right. You just got to do it,
So check out for more content from the K&D Society.
I'm going to probably record tomorrow, do one of my own.
Tomorrow's Doug's birthday.
Yeah. Chelsea play tomorrow, so it'd be kind of cool if they can get me a victory. We should win. It's Champions or Conference League, so we should win. So yeah, we'll see what happens. 39. Making me feel good.
Next year, we'll look out.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Going to Barbados.
Yeah.
Barbados, Illinois.
Be happy with Fast Eddies.
We should do Fast Eddies in the boat like we did for our anniversary.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That'd be fun.
We're like next year, so a year, 366 days from now. We'll do
actually,
that.
no, I was gonna say, well, yeah, no, somebody drive us, but like their gift to us is like when we're ready to go, it's time to go. Like, but they're driving us.
Well, realistically, I could drive us because I probably won't drink.
I know, but if we had that idea, if somebody would drive us that's not drinking, you might be able to have a couple drinks and really enjoy it. Just a couple, just a 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I just don't like drinking.
Also,
we could never find a person because me and you are the type of people we're like, yeah, we're gonna go we have an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we'll get there
Yeah.
and like start losing and be like, fuck
Let's
this.
just go now.
20 minutes in and be like, yeah,
Right.
we're done. And like,
yeah. maybe that
anytime
would
we've
be a
ever
good
hung out
idea.
with anyone, they'll be like, you seriously want to leave already? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spend.
No,
the
we're
longer I
done.
stay here, I want to spend more money. And like the only way you can have fun here is if you're spending money. So
bye.
yeah,
Or like at the bar, it's like I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not drinking or whatever. It's like I'm ready to go home
yeah.
now.
Like, can I have a water? It's like, yeah, it'd be $7. It's like, oh, do you have a water fountain or something?
One time I went to Fast Studies with my friends and I was like, I'm gonna get a virgin strawberry daiquiri because then I'll like feel like I'm drinking something and I like the taste of those. It was like $15 or $16. I was like, yeah, just get a soda next time. It's like $2.
Yeah, shout out Fast Eddie's. Back in the day prices. I'm sure those prices aren't the same.
I mean,
now.
this was like kind of a while ago too, so honestly, it's probably more
5
now.
years ago or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did it.
we did it.
We
It
love
felt
y'all. We
good.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Wrap it up. Everybody start clapping your hands.
Talk show.
Made me feel good. Thank you for clapping. I hope everybody else did too. Hope everybody was clapping when I
Clapping
said
a lot,
that.
daisies.
It's really important that you do what I say. Anyways, shout out to
Alaskan Bush.
Alaskan Bush people. I'm gonna get back to that, because it's really important. Hey, thank you. All right, there it is again.
I told you.
Appreciate you, Ghost. Anyways,
Patrick Swayze.
wrapping it up. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. Check out K&D Society on YouTube. K&D Society on TikTok. Switched the name. It's back to. It's not Lonnie Dukes anymore. It is now just K&D Society. K&D
On all
Society
platforms. On all platforms.
32 at gmail.com. If you have any business inquiries and you want to talk with us, maybe do with sponsors for this podcast or any other kind of content, reach out to us. K&D Society 32.
You got any tips about the Wood River Massacre? Send them to that email address.
Yes, Wood River Massacre. You have any information on that? Send it to that Gmail account. K&D Society 32 at Gmail. Let's go. I love every single one of you for listening. I'm just rambling.
Yeah, he'll go for 20 more minutes.
And I appreciate you. Bye.